From the Bob Mills Weather Center, the Oklahoma weather expert, Travis Meyer.
All right, it's kind of a summer feel to the air because it's hot, it's humid, and it's summer. So that's probably why it feels like summer. Anyway, we've had those isolated showers and thunderstorms just kind of popping up randomly. Now we have one just south of Tiowa, northwest of Inola. Kind of interesting. One just south of Collinsville is developing. So they're just kind of random. They're very few and far in between, but it's just because of what's been going on. So this is a look from our Jinx First Oklahoma Bank building camera. And so this is the one that's not too far from Inola. And it just builds up and then it puffs up and kind of just falls apart. And then the one that's just to the north, that one's just, again, there's not much to them. It is a hot, humid late afternoon. But what we're really watching is northwest of Tulsa. Here's the Bartlesville area right in here, looking back into northwestern Osage County. And a lot of lightning with these storms. And there's some heavy thunderstorms out west. But really what we're watching, there was a severe thunderstorm warning right in here in northeastern portions of Kay County. But as soon as they issued it, it started to weaken. So there could be some heavy rain, some thunder if you're in northwestern Osage County and western Chautauqua County around Cedarville. It was severe earlier. I don't think it'll be severe, but there should be a lot of lightning, so be aware of that. The conveyor belt continues with moisture, and then this afternoon we've had a cluster of thunderstorms in north central, northwest Oklahoma, and then ones in south central Kansas. And then we'd had our isolated one right in Tulsa, basically, and a few around the Tulsa area. So it's been hot this afternoon. We've been at or above 100 south and east of Tulsa for afternoon readings. It's been miserably hot, 80s to the north, much more comfortable. And in Alaska, where the sun never sets this time of year, temperatures are warming now, pushing 80 right along the Canadian border near Dawson. So again, pretty warm, but if it's going to be warm, this is the time of year when it's going to happen. All right, so what's going on with the jet stream? Well, it is changing just ever so little, but it is going to be something by the time we get to Sunday. Still Saturday, it's centered near Tulsa, so that means we should hit 100. If we don't hit it on Friday, we're going to hit it on Saturday, as if it really makes any difference since we already had a heat index of 113. But it's still kind of a psychological big deal. On Sunday, we have a boundary coming through. That boundary will start to push into the area and should give us a couple of opportunities for decent days. Sunday afternoon, Monday, and Tuesday should be reasonable with temperatures in the 80s. But then you notice this red stuff coming back, and that's that ridge of high pressure, and that's building back in. So it's going to get doggone hot again by the time we get in late next week, really hot. And then they go back to the monsoonal flow with moisture coming back up out of the west, and then we have that high. So we're going to be watching this because that's going to play a big role in our life as we go through the next week to week and a half. And we'll deal with it. Chance of rain are really slim. They're going to be isolated Saturday night into Sunday, just slight chance. Not much else going on next week. Maybe an isolated shower, a thunder shower someplace, but it doesn't look like much. Hot here for the next several days. And then after Saturday's cold front, or Saturday night's cold front, we get to go a little bit below normal, which right now is in the low 90s. And then we're back above normal as we go on into the second week and get into July. At this point, it is quite warm. And unfortunately, high on ozone. So we do believe we exceeded 133 as a high ozone number. We want to stay below 100. That didn't work for us today. So again, that just stinks. But as far as grass pollen, a little bit of that going on. Temperatures hanging at 95, heat index at 100. If you do plan on being out, exercising, or just messing around, stay hydrated. It's not that cool. Temperatures generally in the low to mid 90s, upper 80s around Claremore. And you see we're in the 90s with those thunderstorms to the north. And as we go through tonight, the morning hours, most of those showers will die down, but if you're in southeast Kansas, we're going to keep an eye on that just in case something gets carried away. The only other thing that'll get carried away is the temperatures. We'll be in the 90s and then near 100 by Friday and Saturday before we go back to the 80s on into Sunday. So temperatures in the 70s to get us going tomorrow morning. Any chance of rain tonight is mainly across southern Kansas, and we're looking at 90s at noontime. That's ridiculous. So it's hot for the next 3 days. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday look great. Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday don't look all that great, but at least we do have a break coming up. Speaking of break, it's time for a break.